everyone. Welcome. Paula V here, host of Why Am I So Happy and For the Love of Reiki. I am so excited to share with you just a fascinating show. I have two amazing guests today to share with you. I have Gary Voss, inventor of Intellitrees, CEO of Green Aid Foundation International. Gary comes from an engineering background in the armed forces, which inspired his interest in alternative energy techniques and environmental sciences. In October 2000, he launched an international think tank called TAP 10 Research, which consists of a variety of the world's most cutting-edge engineers, scientists, and physicists. Also, I have Jeff Lewis, husband, father, waterologist, inventor of the biophoton light, founder of PlanetOneSolutions.org. He comes from a background in electrical engineering, also joins us to discuss the latest emerging technology venture. They are going to discuss with you Intellitrees, iTrees for short, a one-of-a-kind, standalone, self-powered line of smart tree technology. I am so excited for this show, so excited for the information you gentlemen are going to share. Gary, let's begin with you. Please share with the audience what sparked this amazing idea and creation.
Well, hello, Paula.
Hi.
And I'm glad to be on your show and share with our latest project with Intellitrees. It's, how do I begin? I would start to say that there is a lot of chaos going out there. And we're having a lot of issues with drought, and more of these things that are creating a lot of negativity. And I would just want to say that the power of the people is just a phenomenal thing if we just really knew how to place it in the right perspective. And when I say that with total conviction that if we spent an equal amount of time on trying to come up and expound solutions, and then just consistently talking about doom and gloom. That's why I shut off the news. I mean, I want to see what's going on in the world, but at the same time, it gets to just be so much doom and gloom. I'm focused on solutions, and I think everyone else can partake in that. We haven't even begun to experience the power that's invested in our hands with that smartphone yet. I mean, and where it's going to lead us to. So there's a lot of power we have, and we can demand more transparency. And a lot of these technologies that are so wonderful and marvelous, they're available. I mean, they're open source, and a lot of them have been worked on for years. And we have the ability within ourselves to come up with these solutions.
Yes.
And what started the Intellitrees is, it's just like going back to the time of the Arabian Nights. A lot of us people remember watching the camels out in the middle of nowhere, and here's this couple palm trees and some green brush growing, and in a nice wellspring to water their camels and have a cookout and make some food, from that water and from the vegetation. It brings life, and we had this. So that's just kind of gave me the idea. I just thought to myself, that would be cool if we could come up with a tree that someday we could just plop down anywhere and make an oasis. That'd be really cool. And so that stuck with me through the years. And then when I saw this film, George Lucas, Star Wars, for the first time, I noticed that young Luke Skywalker's parents were water farmers, and they were making water out of air. And I just thought, aha. Yes. So, it's just something that stuck with me through the years until there was a chance that maybe something would come about that would make something like this possible. And when the things started getting worse with the drought, I decided, it's time to really consider atmospheric water generation. So I started researching everything on that subject. And trying to figure out if we could just put it in a tree and make that desert oasis and thrive out in the middle of these places that are, starving for water, where they're not close to the lakes and rivers and streams or the ocean to desalinate, and bringing fossil fuel trucks with water, water tanks is very limited. It's just a band-aid approach. And dropping seed, drops for people to grow food is, irrelevant too if there's no water for it to thrive. So, back in 2007, Jeff Lewis and I, we met before this in other conferences, but this live H2O, it's just a sacred kind of gathering where everybody in the water was, having the latest technologies and development with having clean drinking water. We came together, and it was a blessed thing. Jeff, are you there with us? You want to talk a little about how we came together at the live H2O and what was going on there?
Oh, what was going on there? Wow. Guys hear me okay? We all...
Yes, you sound great, Jeff, and a big welcome.
Thanks again, Paula, for having us on. I truly appreciate this opportunity, very much so. Absolutely. Thank you so much. So the show, the event we did, actually, I think you said 2007. That was in 2009. Missouri Moto was like 2005. Prior to that, Agape. But we actually did something together at the 2009 Live H2O event with Len Horowitz and Missouri Moto from Messages from Water, who we're going to miss dearly. He has passed this past year. But still working with the family, and the mission always has been to heal water. And Gary, I was actually running the booth there, and Gary was one of the speakers that we had speak along with the Moto. Gary was up there speaking with the Moto and Horowitz and everyone else. And matter of fact, we should get a hold of some of that footage and use it for future shows. But again, the mission and the passion was about water and healing all the water on all the planet. We had some 80 locations plus, I think, going around the entire planet. And every location focused at a specific time during the summer solstice to focus on water. I've got a few YouTube videos I posted on it. Imagine John Lennon's song playing about 3 times. It's a long video, 9 minutes long, but it's a great video just showing everybody that was at the show during the time when everybody was on the shore of Long Beach, blessing the water using the harmonic tone of the Om, I think it was, no, the Ah, 528 hertz. And everybody was just chanting that frequency and tone, and literally the water was, I mean, I wish I had documented it better, but physically I noticed it. The water was cold first before anybody was doing this, very polluted with trash floating around and very just gross looking, film floating on top, just not water you want to be inside of, much less have your kids in. During the prayer, I'm walking through the water, and I'm like, wow, the water's really